Welcome to Crypto Weekly Update. Um, this is Diksha, manager at Gate.io. In this session here, we cover some of the latest updates from the Indian market, from the global market, and we also discuss stuff about trading. In my last session, as you know, I talked about some of the most famous crypto coins in India based on their trading volume, on their utility patterns. So, yeah, I hope you liked it. In this session, I'm going to talk about a little bit of basics of trading. If you're new to trading, and if you're based in India or anywhere else, and if you want to start trading and understand some basics about it, and also Gate.io is one of the best platforms to start trading if you're a beginner, and it's also very good for advanced traders. But then we've also made sure that if you're a beginner and you started trading, it's a very user friendly experience, and especially our new interface is really nice. It's so easy to get through, and just use the spot trading or even margin trading. And there's so many altcoins to choose from. We have about more than 400 cryptocurrencies on our platform. So yeah, Gate.io is very it's very appropriate for anyone who wants to start trading for the first time. Yeah. So let's look at some of the global news, from around the world. I won't be like really talking about a lot of global news in this session, but I can't really start without talking about some of the major things that happened, right? So we what I heard recently. I mean, it's really latest. Is that Facebook's Libra, right? They have announced that they're changing their brand from Calibra to Novi, and they're going to be launching their new crypto wallet. That's going to be their first product. I mean, this wallet will help people send and hold digital coin Libra, which is a digital currency, and which is yet to be launched, by the way. So this will also allow people to send money anywhere and everywhere to anyone in the world. This is you can send cryptocurrencies to anyone and everyone, and everywhere in the world, without losing a lot of bucks in third-party transfer and bank fees and all of that. That's really exciting about cryptocurrency, and that's why it's really reaching so far. It's reaching where it's reaching. Um, and much like how the internet was built around a browser, like so many new products, internet companies are built just around a browser. Cryptocurrencies, they are built around a wallet. So a wallet holds a very important place in the cryptocurrency industry, and it's also really responsible to keep your funds safe. For example, we have at Gate.io, we have Wallet.io, which is integrated with our Gate.io platform, which is which you guys can use to store your funds safely. And if you're not using them on a daily basis to trade, basically. And also, we're as you know, we're coming up with GateChain, which is our public blockchain. And we have a GateChain wallet, which is very secure. It's like GateChain's is promising you 100% security, because of various advanced technicalities that we've been using. And it's really gonna take a lot of time for me to explain GateChain, so let's leave it there. But yeah, the future of money is really looking very exciting, with all these announcements and these developments happening around the world. And also, this is also very exciting time for the Indian market, especially because of the Facebook investing so much money in Indian companies. And the latest news in India is that the Reserve Bank there has again reaffirmed that there'll be no ban or no restriction based on in providing accounts to the people who are trading in digital currencies over there. So yeah, I mean, eliminating all the confusions about cryptocurrencies in India. There is no ban. There's no restriction from the banks, from the government. and probably this makes it, and with the lockdown and the COVID-19 downturn, in the economy, it makes it a very, 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 very relevant time to start trading, guys. So yeah, and then we've already seen some effects of COVID-19 in India, not just in India, actually, everywhere. But then, since we're talking about this particular market, a lot of food tech and ride-hailing companies there are laying off their employees in large numbers. So, on the other hand, a lot of venture capital firms are investing, in India, in companies there. So obviously crypto is looking much brighter, and it's looking, it's really on a more positive side as compared to other tech companies and other industries. So this is, as I said, this is the best time to start trading, to learn how to trade, since you're also in lockdown, and these are not really good times as for the economy, for any economy for that matter. Yeah, so that's why I thought that if you're a beginner and you're looking to start trading in cryptocurrencies, here's a, you can call it a guide or some basics that you can probably keep in mind. Even if you start researching about some of these things, you can keep some of mind. So, the trading cryptocurrencies is very much like trading fiat. It's not a lot of difference. So I'll help you understand some of the basics of crypto trading. Uh, yeah, and the price movement it's very important to understand how the price movement happens in a cryptocurrency um, world, because it's not like fiat. Actually, it's affected by a lot of factors, and there are lot many factors actually associated with how the price of a particular currency, a cryptocurrency, is changing. It could depend on things like its utility, its supply, its demand, the mining landscape, like, what are the mining difficulties, the mining technicalities of that coin, or the market landscape of that coin. When I say market landscape, like, how's the market reacted to this coin, which all exchanges are offering, to trade with this coin, and yeah, it really depends on all of these factors, and that is the reason it's significantly volatile. The market generally is significantly volatile, because also the regulations have been changing, and a lot of governments are bringing in new rules, new regulations. It could be tightening measures, it could be loosening measures. So that's also one of the very important reasons, and we need to really watch out for all these regulations across the world. What's happening? How are these governments reacting to it, and how are they shaping up, cryptocurrencies in their country? So there are multiple exchanges to kickstart your trading experience in India. While Bitcoin, may be largely available on all the platforms, not all cryptocurrencies are available on every exchange. You see, it's just not in India. It's like in the world. And exchanges also have their limits, like minimum and maximum amount that you can invest in currencies. But on Gate.io, you have like a very, very wide range of cryptocurrencies available. We have, as I said, we have more than 400 cryptocurrencies, and we have like a variety of altcoins, which is actually very famous. We are very known for this, that we have a lot of variety of altcoins to trade in. Not a lot of exchanges of this bigger size, and this bigger reputation have so many altcoins available. So and also, unlike stocks and commodities, cryptocurrency exchanges, they're available to trade 365 24/7. You can start trading at any point of time. And Gate.io particularly is very responsive. Like, if you have any doubts, or if you're looking to live chat with us, if you're looking for some kind of support, if you get stuck, we're very, very responsive. So yeah, I mean, Gate.io is really the go-to platform to start trading. Right. So obviously, cryptocurrency exchanges will charge a small percentage of commission, but that's very, very low. I mean, it's much, much lower than what credit card companies and banks really charge. I mean, we're not even talking about anything closer to that. So don't worry there. So to begin trading, on any exchange, you generally register on an exchange. So you can register on gate.io, and it's a very, very simple process platform. It really takes a few minutes to do that. It's very simple yet very secure. Obviously, you need to do all the KYC processes, which are also very simple and for your own fund safety. So yeah, so it's even if it might look a bit annoying to do all these processes, it's really important to do that to save your funds, and it's really essential for every user who's signing up to complete these processes. Once you signed up, on any exchange, you can create a digital currency wallet where you can store your funds safely and securely. For example, we have wallet.io, which is integrated with our platform gate.io, and where you can put all your fee. And if you're not trading, see if, for example, if you don't want to trade for about a month or so, you can just keep your funds safely in wallet.io, and you can just be very, very you can really be calm about it. Yeah, and I think if you're really starting, you should just begin by placing a couple of orders, like small orders. Take it slow if you're a beginner, and it's always a good idea to start risk free, and it's more about understanding and learning the process rather than making bucks of in first few initial months. Also, you should also you really concentrate on how diverse your investment currencies look like. I mean, you should have like a broad range of diverse currencies you should think of investing in. You need to really start making strategies around it. And actually, a lot of currencies, these cryptocurrencies, they have their own Telegram channels, and they keep posting updates around what's happening. So you can probably keep a tab there and stay up to date with all the latest developments around that particular cryptocurrency that you want to be updated on. And yeah, and following key individuals, is also very important to keep a tab. And you can also follow some community groups on Twitter, because some of them really tweet on a very regular basis. And as you know, a tweet by a huge influential figure can really change things around, can really change the price behavior of that coin. So yeah, I mean, keeping a tab on some of these Twitter groups and some of these Twitter figures is really, really going to serve your purpose. You can also brush up on the utility aspects of particular coin, like what is this coin? What is the vision behind the coin, behind creating this particular coin? You can find all the white papers. I think most of these cryptocurrencies, they have their white papers available online. You can access them online, read about their vision, their utility patterns, and what did the company think before designing this particular coin. um, yeah, and you can store your funds in a number of wallets. You should prefer to keep it offline, in a cold wallet if possible, and also opt for a two-factor authentication. To Yeah, and as I said, Gate.io has very, very strict security protocols to safeguard your funds. So no worries there. So let's look at how do we start investing in cryptocurrencies. So while um, there are multiple considerations, be it price, be it your portfolio, which coin. Some are really more important than others when you're looking at the overall crypto market. As I said, the regulatory landscape is really important. It keeps changing. It has been like that since 2017. Which is actually a blessing in disguise, because the more regulatory overhauls keep happening in the world, by various governments, the more mature the market will be in future. So while it's it's really not very beneficial or probably very encouraging in the short term. It's going to shape up the crypto future really well. These regulatory standards and the government laws and the easing of restrictions, etc. So for this very reason, actually, because of the regulatory frameworks keep changing constantly, investors, they face a lot of uncertainty, while investing, and before and we have a lot of time since before we really find a stable environment, a stable cryptocurrencies environment, though it's really happening in some parts of the world, and it's moving very fast, and especially after the COVID-19 hit. Um, yeah, and understanding the key drivers, the market characteristics, as I said, are very important. So let's look at some basic essentials, to understand these market characteristics. So first, you need to decide on which cryptocurrency you want to trade. Which currency do you want to trade, and you would then need to identify, as I said, exchanges that have largest trading volumes for the chosen cryptocurrencies. Gate.io is this is also one reason that I say that Gate.io is the right choice, because we are one of the top 10 crypto exchanges when it comes to trading volume, and our interface is so user friendly. Because I've heard from people that when they go onto these crypto platforms, they always come and tell me that it's really complicated. You sometimes don't know what to do, and the support team is not very responsive. Like if you want if you're doing something right now and you don't get an answer for like a few hours, you really don't get back to do the same thing, right? And it's very discouraging as well for the entire experience. But so Gate.io is not like that. You really get instant responses from our support team, and and most of the time you won't really find any problems while trading on Gate.io, because, as I said, it's the interface has been created, keeping in mind what users want, to make it really convenient for them. uh, yeah, and carrying out, of course, you should carry out your own research, your own, on which exchange is really appropriate for things that you are looking for. So that's also important. And but that's why I said that having a great user experience, having keeping security in mind, and having a nice engaging interface are, I think, are the three most important things that anyone who's beginning would want to have, and we have all these three things. uh, and it's also worth considering what cryptocurrencies these various exchanges offer, and how many altcoins they have. This would allow you to diversify your investment portfolios, right, and gain exposure to a broader crypto market, which is very important. You can't be just trading in Bitcoin all the time. So I mean, in order to learn, a Bitcoin is a great currency to trade in, but if you want to learn, and want to keep your if you don't want to hodl for really long, then you need to trade with altcoins. And you can also use CoinGecko, which is it's from the research perspective, um, where you can go through the volumes of various cryptocurrencies, and just research about how it's been behaving the past few months. So that gives you a nice idea, on various altcoins that you're looking to trade. Yeah, and maybe you want to look at the ones you'll be using, the altcoins that you choose. You want to look for them on CoinGecko and see how their behavior has been, how the market cap has changed over time, and things like that. In my last session, I talked about some of the very famous crypto coins in the Indian market. Like there were Litecoin, Zero, EOS. Yeah, and then obviously the most famous are the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP by Ripple. Many of the smaller coins by market cap are generally, not supported by larger exchanges, by the way. However, on Gate.io, you will find a huge variety when it comes to altcoins. Yeah, that goes without saying, because we are known for that. And you need to deposit on your account. Once you've opened your account, you need to deposit Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT to start buying those altcoins that you want to trade. So you need to choose, as I said, you need to choose the right wallet. the next step is the in the crypto your crypto trading journey is to select the appropriate crypto wallets. It's really important, to have your have your wallet set up before you start buying cryptocurrencies. You'll need them to store your coins securely. Yeah, it's really recommended that you keep your coins in a cold wallet if you're not using them every day. This protects you and your investments actually. So from various hackers and other thefts. And it's also worth noting that wallet compatibility is very important. So as I said, wallet.io, which is integrated with gate.io, is a great wallet to start storing your funds for long period of time. Then maybe spend some time forming like a long-term crypto strategy, that what you're going to be doing in next few weeks, next few months. Probably like a 6-month strategy or a 1-year strategy is good. You can even start with like a 3-month strategy. And while identifying these most appropriate wallets and exchanges are is really vital. Formulating a right trading strategy, like a long-term strategy, is equally important. Because so if you're a beginner, especially, and there are many key decisions that you need to make while making this strategy. So you really need your time. You need to take your time. You need to do your right research. Talk to some of the influencers or probably some friends that trade on a daily basis. So you need time for this. Like selecting cryptocurrencies you want to invest in, it could be like a mix of those very small coins. Like when I say small coins, I mean the coins that have a very small market cap to medium size to large size, like a blended portfolio. Is It's a nice way to go about it. This also addresses a lot of liquidity issues that you might have, for the overall portfolio. And then you also need to decide the trading durations, like for traders with adequate time to trade, like a short, a medium, or a long term strategy would make sense. Yes. And smaller size and market cap, more volatile coins. These should ideally not form more than 20% of your of your investment portfolio. And the largest coins, when I say largest, I mean coins with a larger market cap or a huge market cap, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. They should be in your longer term strategies. Bitcoin is one currency that generally people hold for really long, and it's obviously the most famous currency to trade. Um, and however, smaller coins can also be a part of your longer term strategy. It really has to be a mix of everything actually. If you're looking for short term benefits, you're looking for some long term benefits as well. So you have to have like a mix of all the coins, and you also need to look at the market cap. How's it behaving since past 12 months or probably 18 months. And as I said, you can go on the internet and research about it, and probably then make your strategy. And as I said, a blended portfolio, like this can really take you a long way. And you can really learn crypto trading really well, rather than betting all your funds in just one coin or one type of term, like just making holding for really like days or probably just a week. You should make a longer term strategy, and it's really more diverse, and it's likely to get you more benefits over a period of time. um, yeah, and you can also use some risk management tools and indicators. There are a lot of market indicators. There are a lot of webinars. There are a lot of podcasts that give you market indicators. It tell you how a particular coin is going to behave in the next few months. Like there was so much happening before the Bitcoin halving. Like how the Bitcoin is going to behave after the halving. Obviously, these are not like they're not like short things that you can really believe, but yeah, they give you an indication, and you can definitely strategize your future trading steps based on these indicators. And they're really helpful. You don't have to like believe them 100%. Like you can't really take for a word that this coin is going to touch this price in X amount of days, but then it's going to help you to form your strategies in the long term. if I these as I said, these platforms, some of them are really free, some of these talks are almost free, but some other courses, like some of the indicators that are really good, market indicator platforms that are really good, they incur some costs, you know, which is going to really help your strategies in the long run. So yeah, you might want to invest in them. This was all the basics of trading that I wanted to talk about today. And there's one thing I want to tell you before I go, is that tomorrow our CMO Marie is starting her new talk show on Gate.io Live, which is called Flavors of Crypto. It's actually called Crypto Flavors, where it's a very relaxed and a cool show, where you can just relax with her a bit and ask her questions, and she's gonna give you like really kick-ass news around the world and um, talk about some of the flavors of crypto. Right? It's gonna start tomorrow, launching tomorrow at 9 a.m. UTC time. So do tune in into her show. It's really gonna be great. That's all for today. Bye, guys, and stay safe.